question. Understand it properly how to do this kind of questions and mark it important. It has been asked in exams quite a number of times. Page 80, question 12. Now we have to first find all the individual costs, K, and then we have to make that table. First I am reading the whole question and explaining it. We are done with it. Gajanan has the following book value capital structure. Like book value means below are the book values. First, equity share capital, shares of 10 each, 15 lakhs. 11% preference share capital, shares of 100 each, 1 lakh. Retained earnings, not bearings, we get earnings. Retained earnings 20,000. Must be 2 lakhs, we get 2 lakhs. 13.5% debentures of 100 each attended. Understand the question properly. 13.5% debentures rupees 100 each, 10 lakhs. 15% term loan 12 lakh 50,000, total 58 lakh 50,000. Now just cross check with 2 lakhs. Does it come to 58 lakh 50,000 or not? Yes? 40 lakh 50,000. Then make it 20 lakhs retained earnings. Make retained earnings 20 lakhs. Now does it come to 58 lakh 50,000? Okay, now the next expected dividend on equity shares is rupees 3.6 per share. Mohini? The next expected dividend on equity shares is rupees 3.6 per share. What is that? No. Bhumi? DPS, dividend per share. The next expected dividend on equity shares is 3.6 per share. That is DPS. Market as DPS, dividend per share. That's it. The dividend is expected to grow at the rate of 7%. Samat? G. Market as G. The market price per share is rupees 40. Ankita? MPS. Market is MPS. Preference shares are redeemable at par. So you do apply that long formula of preference shares first of all. Okay. And Richa, what do you understand by redeemable at par? No, in preference shares there is nothing like existing. We are talking about preference shares, not equity shares. Mala?
Face value.
Means?
100 rupees pay.
No. Raise your hand. What do you get from redeemable at par? Paru? What is it? RB, but what is the value? One lakh. Except equity, we everywhere take the total amounts. Except equity, everywhere we take the total amounts. See in the above book values, what is the book value of preference share? What is the book value of preference shares? 1 lakh. Redeemable at par means redemption value in the formula will be taken as 1 lakh. RV will be taken as 1 lakh. Did everyone understand it or not? Except equity. All other formulas will apply with total amount. In equity we take per share, but everywhere else we take the total amounts. Okay. And they are currently selling at rupees 75 per share. Raise your hand. What will you get from this? Currently selling at rupees 75 per share. Remember? So what will we get?
Net profit.
What will that be?
25%.
Means we will take 75 as NP in the formula. How many preference shares are there?
1,000.
1 lakh divided by 100, 1000. Same preference shares face value is 100. Total amount is 1 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 100. What are the number of preference shares? 1000. So 1000 into 75, 75,000 will be the net proceeds. Okay, underline 75 market as NP, net proceeds. But don't take 75. If you take 75, then everything you solve per share. But then confusion will arise regarding preference dividend. That's why I'm telling you, except equity, everything else you take in total amount. So confusion will not arise. Got it, everyone? So net proceeds will not be 75. 1 lakh divided by 100, the total number of shares are 1000. So net proceeds will be 1000 into 75, 75,000. Any confusion in this? Further. Debentures are redeemable at par after 6 years. So again, underline redeemable at par. Debentures are also redeemable at par. Mohini, now tell me. Debentures are redeemable at par. Means? What did I discuss in preference shares? 10 lakhs. What is the debentures book value about? 10 lakhs. Redeemable at par means what will you take the redemption value? 10 lakhs. After 6 years, so N is 6. Now again, they are currently selling at rupees 80 per debenture, means you will take that net proceeds, market as NP net proceeds. But again, will you take it 80? Right, how will you take it? Net proceeds. You understood that preference share 75,000, so that is 10,000 debentures. So 8 lakhs. 10 lakhs divided by 100, there are 10,000 debentures. So 10,000 into 80. What will you take the net proceeds? 8 lakhs. Any confusions in that? Income tax rate for the company is 40%. So what will you take? T? 0.4. Calculate the weighted average cost of capital using book value weights and market value. Now what are the market values? Except equity, we don't have any other market value. Equity is 40. So total market value you can get. How many equity shares are there? 15 lakhs divided by 10, 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 into 40, 60 lakhs. 15 lakhs divided by 10, 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 into 40. The market value of equity will be 60 lakhs. But what about other things? How will you get the market price? All other sources actually don't have the market price because they are not traded on stock exchange. Debentures are not traded on stock exchange. Preference are not traded on stock exchange. Term loan, you cannot sell it by that. It's not really commodity to be bought and sold. So remember, for other things, if market price weights are asked, market value weights, take net proceeds itself as market weights. And vice versa also. Sometimes if market value is given, then take it as net proceeds for the application of formula. But except equity. In equity, net proceeds is different, market price is different. But in case of debt and preference basically, the net proceeds and market price can be taken as substitutes of each other. So if net proceeds are given, you can take the same as market price. If market price are given, you can take the same as net proceeds in absence of any information. Okay, don't have the over intelligence. If market price is given already, then take that only. Net proceeds is given, then take that only. But if no information is given, then net proceed can be taken as market price and market price can be taken as net proceed, but only in case of debt and preference. Okay, what about term loan? 12,50,000 itself. Term loans don't have market price, so book value itself becomes market value. Is everyone clear with this? Why did? Okay, sit down. So do one thing. Yesterday when we had written that book value, market value table, do you have space below that in the summary? It must be there. A lot of space must be there, right? So write down the second note. For debt and preference shares, for debt and preference shares, comma, net proceeds and market price will be same in absence of specific information. Any confusions? One more note, note 3. In case of term loans, comma, book value itself will be taken as market value. Okay, because term loans are not traded in the stock market or any market, primary, secondary market is not there for term loans. So book value itself will be taken as market value. Understood this portion? Any confusions? I am reading it one more time, listen carefully. The journal has the following book value capital structure. Equity share capital, shares of rupees 10 each 15 lakhs. 11% preference share capital, shares of rupees 100 each 1 lakh. Retained earnings to 20 lakhs. 13.5% debentures of rupees 100 each 10 lakhs. 15% term loan 12 lakh 50,000. Now the next expected dividend on equity shares is rupees 3.6 per share. The dividend is expected to grow at the rate of 7%. So DPS is 3.6, G is 7. The market price per share is rupees 40, MPS is 40. Preference shares are redeemable, so the long formula will be used at par. So redemption value will be equal to book value, which is 1 lakh. After 10 years end, are currently selling at rupees 75 per share, so that will give us net proceeds. But 75 will not be taken net proceeds. You can see 1 lakh divided by 100. There are 1000 preference shares, so 1000 multiplied by 75. The net proceeds will be taken 75,000 and market price will also be taken 75,000. Market value. Debentures are redeemable at par. Again, redeemable at par. So in balance sheet above, you can see the balances above it is 10 lakhs. Debentures book value. That itself will be taken as redemption value. After 6 years, so that is N. They are currently selling at rupees 80 per debenture. So again 10 lakhs divided by 100, if you see above table, then 10 lakhs divided by 100, there are 10,000 debentures. So 10,000 into 80, net proceeds and market value both will be taken as 8 lakhs. Income tax rate for the company is 40%, so T equals to 0.4. Calculate the weighted average cost of capital using book value weights and market value. First we'll find 4 things: KD, KP, KE, KR. In KD we have 2. There are 2 debt capitals. Which 2 debt capitals? Debentures and term loan both are debt capital. Debenture is also a debt money. Term loan is also a debt money. So debentures and term loan, both the places will apply the formula of KD. Are you okay with this? Always these long questions, first we'll find KD, KP, KE and KR. Then we'll make that tables. So let us go systematically in the order. First we find debt capital. So first we find it for 13.5% debentures. Now, for 13.5% debentures, are we going to use the short formula or the long formula? For debentures, are we going to use the short formula or the long formula? Because redeemable are given after 6 years. We are going to use the long formula. Okay. Now, what is that long formula, Maida? For KD?
KD equal to 1 minus
I
minus 1 upon M.
I minus 1. What is it? I 1 minus T. So very first we need I. Okay. As per the formula, what are required? First we note it down. So very first, as per the formula, we require I. Anushka, what will be I interest? So simple things itself you are not able to identify. Pankaj? 10 lakhs into 13.5%. Interests and dividends are always calculated on. Interests and dividends are always calculated on face values. 13.5% debentures are 10 lakhs, so 10 lakhs into 13.5%, 1 lakh 35,000. I is equal to 10 lakhs into 13.5%, 1,35,000. Okay, now I bracket 1 minus T. So, Himadri, what is T? Yes, 40% means 0.4 tax rate. Now further formula, I1 minus T plus RV. Okay, so Dushyant, what is RV? What up? Why you are not interested when I am discussing? You are present today and I am discussing and you are attentive at that point of time or not? 2 times I discuss the whole question. Rajeshwari? Yes? That is redemption value. Blessing? Redemption value, Shreya? Redeemable at par, what did I discuss? 10 lakhs itself is the redemption value. They are redeemable at par. So RV is 10 lakhs. Yes, further what is the formula? I1 minus T plus RV minus NP. Now, Ayushi NP? 10 lakh into 80 lakh, 8 crores. 10,000 into 80, what are the number of debentures? 10 lakhs divided by 100, 10,000 debentures into 80 rupees. So what will be the net proceeds? 8 lakhs. Divide by N, what is N? 6 years. Can you all see that? So that way, whatever information is required, first you note it down as per the formula. Got it, everyone? Raise your hand who did not understand any of this information. All up with this? Now we apply the formula. Everything is okay. So KD is equal to I1 minus T plus RV minus NP upon N upon RV plus NP upon 2 into 100. So put the values. I is 1,35,000 into 1 minus T 0.4 plus RV 10 lakhs minus NP 8 lakhs upon N is 6. Further, upon RV again 10 lakhs plus NP 8 lakhs upon 2 into 100. Now 1,35,000 into 0.6 plus, what is 10 lakhs minus 8 lakhs? 2 lakhs divided by 6, 33,333 is it? Upon 10 lakhs plus 8 lakhs, 18 lakhs divided by 2, 9 lakhs into 100. So further it is equal to, what is 1,35,000 into 0.6? 85,000? 81,000 plus 33,333 divided by 9 lakhs into 100. Now directly do it on calculator. 114,333 divided by 9 lakhs into 100. How much? 7? 12.70%. Did anyone understand this? Anyone having any doubt in this? Yes? Now, which other debt capital is there, I said to you? term loans. So give the heading term loan. %15 term loan. Now tell me, in term loan, do we have to apply short formula or long formula? Short. No information of redemption of term loan, practically not possible. You never borrow the loan and never repay it back. Okay, but in universal it's like that only, and as such, when if it's redeemable, then the redeemable value is always same. In term loans, you don't have anything like par premium discount. Do you have it? So what you borrow is what you repay. So even if you apply this formula, what happens is the redemption value minus NP becomes 0 because both are same. So this side does not come only. And here also, both average will come same only. Like 12,50,000 plus 12,50,000 divided by 2, 12,50,000 only. So you can always apply the formula of irredeemable, even if they are redeemable, because the difference between NP and RV is 0. Both are generally same in case of term loans. Okay. So practically they are redeemable, but we will always be applying the formula of irredeemable. Understood that? Because this will become 0 and this will remain same as NP itself. So what formula will apply for term loans? I 1 minus T upon NP into 100. Are you okay with this portion, everyone? So now, Anushka, what is I in case of term loan? Yes? Term loans, interest. Yes, no discussion, query. Interest, how did we calculate here? So how will you calculate for term loan? Priya? Look at the things in the balance sheet. What is given to you? 15% term loan, 12,50,000. So 12,50,000 into 15% will be the interest. Did you understand that? All of you write down I equals to 12,50,000 into 15%. What is it? 1 lakh? 1,87,500. Is everyone able to understand this? All of you? Then I into 1 minus dt is going to remain same, that is 0.4. And what did I make you write the note about the net proceeds? Book value, market value, net proceeds, everything will remain same. So 12,50,000 itself. Because in term loans you don't have par premium discount. So whatever is the book value, that itself is the net proceeds. Are you okay with this? And here we'll apply the short formula. So KD, this is also net only. So KD's formula I 1 minus T upon NP into 100. Are you all clear with it? So Ankita, put the values. Yes, I is 1,87,500 into 1 minus T is 0.4 upon NT is 12,50,000 into 100. Are you all clear with this? So 1,87,500 into 0.6 upon 12,50,000 into 100. Now directly do this in calculator. 9%. And it's always that way. What is the rate otherwise? Rate of interest? 15% minus tax 40%, 9%. You save the tax on it. So actual cost for you will be 15%, do it 15% minus 40%, 15 minus 40%. You'll always get it done only. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone having any conclusions in this? Then the third one is KD is done. Now next in the order is KB. So preference shares will take up 11% preference shares. Now 11% preference shares, long or short formula? Long formula. What is the formula? PD. First of all, we need PD, right? Anushka, what will be the preference dividend? Preference dividend? Yes? 1 lakh is the preference dividend. Did you understand how did you find the interest? Same way you will find the preference dividend. One lakh into 11%, 11,000, okay? 11% preference shares are 1 lakh, so 1 lakh into 11%, 11,000. Are you all clear with this? And Dushyant, what will take net proceeds?
One lakh.
No, Ankit? Vishwanath? 75,000. Did you mark 75 as NP or not? And there are how many preference shares we discussed? 1 lakh divided by 100? 1,000. 1,000 into 75. 75,000 will be taken as net proceeds. Now we can apply the formula. KP equals to PD upon NP into 100. So PD 11,000 upon NP 75,000. Yes, sorry. So PD plus RV minus NP. Now what will we take redemption value, Prerna? Yes, they are redeemable at par. So 1 lakh itself you will take as redemption value. And what are the number of years? 10. So now we can apply that formula. KP is equal to PD plus RV minus NP upon N upon RV plus NP upon 2 into 100. Are you okay with this? Here I'll put the values. PD is 11,000 plus RB 1 lakh minus NP 75,000 upon N is 10 years. Are you okay with this? PD 11,000 plus RB 1 lakh minus NP 75,000 divided by 10 upon RB 1 lakh plus NP 75,000 divided by 2 into 100. 11,000 plus 1 lakh minus 75,000 is 25,000 divided by 10, 2,500. 1 lakh plus 75,000, 1 lakh 75,000 divided by 2, 87,500 into 100. Now do it directly, calculator. 15.43%. Did all of you understand this? So KD is done, KP is done. Now the third category is KE. Equity. Now first again let us write its information. All of you have completed up till here? Here we will use new equity formula or existing equity. Market price is given, so we will use existing equities formula. In the first paragraph below the table, can you see market price per share 40 is given? So market price per share is given means you use the formula of existing equity. Okay. What is the formula? DPS upon MPS into 100 plus G. These three things are required, right? All are directly given in the paragraph below the table. What is DPS? 3.6 directly given. What is MPS? 40 directly given. And what is growth rate? 7% directly given. Anyone having any doubt in this? So now we can apply the formula of existing equity. KE equals to DPS upon MPS into 100 plus G. Right now, put the values. DPS 3.6 upon MPS 40 into 100 plus 7. 9 plus 7, 16%. 3.6 upon 40 into 100 is 9 plus 7%, so 16%. Are you all clear with this? And what is the fourth one? Yeah, that is equal to KE. So simply we have to write retained earnings KR equals to KE equals to 16%. All are clear with it? Now we can find the weighted average cost of capital, and we have to find it using both book value weights as well as market value. All the costs are available. So first we find it using book value. So columns will be, first we find it using book value weights. What is the first column? Sources of finance. Then second column, book values. Third column, weights. Fourth column, K, and fifth column, WACC. Last two are expressed in percentage. Are you okay with this? Now, all the sources given in the above table, first note it down. Equity shares, preference shares, retained earnings, debentures, term loan. Are you all clear with this? Now, book values are given in the above table already. Right now we are doing book value weight, so directly from that table you note down the values. 15 lakhs, 1 lakh, 20 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakh 50,000, 58 lakh 50,000. Now, how do we find the weights we discussed? Individual amount upon total amount. Do 15 lakhs upon 58 lakh 50,000. 0.26. 1 lakh upon 58 lakh 50,000. 0.02. 20 lakhs upon 58 lakh 50,000. 0.34. 10 lakhs upon 58 lakh 50,000. 0.17. And 12 lakh 50,000. 0.21. Verify the total. Does it come to 1 or not? All of you are clear with this? Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. All are completed? Now, cost we have done in the calculations above. See, first is equity. Here, cost of equity we obtained as 16%. Do you find it? Cost of equity is 16%. Right? Preference shares, see here. Cost of preference shares we got 15.43%. Then retained earnings is same as cost of equity again, 16% the last one. Okay. Then debentures is 12.7%. First item what we obtained. Term loan we got 9%. So now we can multiply obtain the WACC. What is 16 into 0.26? 4.16. 15.43 into 0.02. 0.31. 16 into 0.34. 5.4. Only 5.4? 12.7 into 0.17. 2.16. And 9 into 0.21. 1 point? Now do the total. 13. That is the weighted average cost of capital. Now same thing we have to find using market value rates. So this will be directly 12 to 15 marks question. This kind of questions. Market value rates. Instead of book value column, market value, rest all columns will remain same. So sources of finance, market values, rates, K in percentage, WACC. Same sources of finance. Which one they will not include? Retained earnings. Immediate write as a note when you find using market value rates, don't include retained earnings. Rest all will write. Equity shares, preference shares, debentures, term loan, and total. Now, did everyone write up till here? Now, how will you find equity shares market value? How many equity shares are there in the above table? 15 lakhs divided by 10? 1,50,000. And what is the market price per share in the next paragraph? 40. So 1,50,000 into 40 is 60 lakhs. Can show the calculation so that when you are able to understand. 1,50,000 shares into 40 rupees is 60 lakhs. How we have obtained. Okay. All of you there was the 60 lakhs obtained. In the above table you can see 15 lakhs divided by 10. There are 1,50,000 equity shares and market price is 40. Preference shares, I made you write the note. Net proceeds and market price can be taken same. See in preference shares formula, what did we take? Net proceeds 75,000. So that itself we can take as market price. In debentures also, what was the net proceeds taken? 8 lakhs. Check it up, first one. That itself we can take as market price. And what note did I make you read about term loan? Book value and market value will remain same. So this 12,50,000 book value itself can be taken as market price. Anyone not clear with any of the market values? So 68, 78, 18 lakh, 81 lakh 25,000. Now do 60 lakhs upon 81 lakh 25,000. 0.7 4. 75,000 upon 0.01. 8 lakhs upon 81 lakh 25,000. 0.1 and 12 lakh 50,000. 0.15. Verify the total comes to 1 or not. Are you all clear with this? Now, K, as we discussed, equity is 16, preference is 15.43, debentures is 12.7 and 9. Okay, 16, 15.43, 12.7 and 9. This retained earnings we have not taken. Rest all are same. Now, 16 into 0.74, 11.8, 4. 15.43 into 0.1, 0.15. 12.7 into 0.1, 1.27. And 9 into 0.15, 1.35. 14.61%. Did everyone understand this? So this is how we have to solve the questions. Okay. I'll discuss one and we'll take it in homework. Question 21, page 83, it is asked for 10 marks. I am discussing it is similar one, it will be your homework. Question 21 on page 83 is your homework. I am discussing it, be attended. It was asked in mid-October 2013. Territory Limited has the following and book value capital structure as on 31/3/15. Equity share capital of rupees 10 each 80 lakhs. Reserves and surplus 20 lakhs. 14% preference share capital 40 lakhs. 12% debentures 60 lakhs. Term loan is not there. Okay. The market price of company's equity share is rupees 100. Maida? Why? Priya?
80 lakhs divided by 10.
What is 100? MPS. All of the market is MPS. And company is expected to pay a dividend of rupees 10 per share. Shall be DPS. Dividend is expected to grow at 8% forever. Rena? G. Preference shares are redeemable at par and redeemable at par. Point. What is that? Yes, at par means you will take redemption value as 40 lakhs itself after 6 years, and Dushan, they are currently selling at rupees 94 per share. Currently selling at rupees 94 per share.
Number of potential into
What will we get? But what will be
market
net proceeds? Market is NP. Yes, Dushan, tell me the amount. How did you get 40,000? How did you get 40,000? 40 lakhs divided by 100. 40 lakhs divided by 100, 40,000 into 94. That will be the net proceeds as well as market value in the market value weights. Both will remain same. Then debentures are redeemable, align that. Again, nothing is given means it will be at par only. So what will you take redemption value? 60 lakhs. After 8 years means N. And they are currently selling at 92 per debenture. So should double you get net proceeds of debentures.
60 lakhs upon 100, 60,000 into 92.
Yes, 60 lakhs upon 100, 60,000 into 92. That will be net proceeds as well as market value in market value weights. Are you all clear with this? Compute the weighted average cost of capital using book value weights and market value weights. One more thing. When you use market value weights, what will be the market value of equity shares you will take? 80 lakhs divided by 10, how many equity shares are there? 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs into 100. 8 crores. 8 lakhs into 100, you will take it as 8 crores. Is everyone clear with this? And other market values as we discussed. So this will be your market. Reserves and surplus means retained earnings. You are not impacted retained earnings. Reserves and surplus means retained earnings. Okay? In book value weights you will include it, in market value weights you will not include it. So this is your homework for next Thursday. Tomorrow you'll have only test of audit. Raju sir will also not be taking the lecture. So only test of audit will be there from 11:15 to 12:15.